I don't know about you guys, but that looks like absolutely nothing I've ever seen in the water. But fortunately, the fish don't care. For some reason, and I have my ideas, but I've never asked the fish, they love those inline spinners from midsummer to maybe the end of September. Sometimes a little before, sometimes a little bit after. And in the grand scheme of things, I really have no idea why. But contradictory to my overall scientific mindset, I really don't care. I'm Spencer. This is River Certified. The big ones just stop it. It's going, and then it stops. And all of a sudden, they're on. There we go. Right at my feet again. These guys are a blast. Oh, he's a fat one. Take it. See ya. He must have hit it like 4 times before he got the hook. Not a bad one though. Time for a majestic release. There he is. 3rd cast in a row. Cool. Later. Oh, there he is. He hit pretty good. Not busting off any runs, but it's heavy. You know, technically, I think these things are considered a panfish. Easily the meanest panfish of the bunch. Later. Saw him bubble, or saw him boil. Threw it right next to it, and he hit it. And that usually never works. Cool. Ooh, I like that. Probably the most exciting thing in freshwater is watching white bass or wipers come up and smoke a school shad. Closest thing you're gonna get to the ocean. There he is. Oh, he came off. Ah, crud. Ooh. I don't think that's a white bass. That needs to happen more often. Yeah, that needs to happen way more often. Thinking this is a wiper. There's only one fish, at least in Iowa, that hits a lure like that and then just melts drag off of it. And it's one of my favorites. Not even that big. You would have thought that thing was, would have thought that dude was like 10 pounds the way he smoked it. Just T-boned it, caught the treble right in the side of the mouth. What a beautiful fish. See ya. Time to let you go. Freaking, they're just like miniature rockets. It's like you take a normal fish and strap a rocket pack to them, and then you have a wiper. Put the file to the hooks real quick. I just leave the file attached in my bag. That way you don't forget it. I'm a firm believer your hooks can never be too sharp. Alright, wash, rinse, repeat. I'd like to get in a bunch of them wipers though. That was alright. I imagine this is another big wiper. Feels heavier than the last one. I'm just lucky. Oh, my drag was super tight for some reason. Just lucky he didn't bust me off when he hit it, because he crushed it.
Those wipers are something else, man. Ah! What my deal is with the fish coming off the hook with these things. I tilt the hooks inward a little bit more. That was a nice one. Probably pretty comparable to the other one, actually, but yep, still a nice one. Tilt these in just a hair. I'm only using 6-pound line, or 6-pound leader, because I left my 12-pound leader in my kayak. So I do have to baby them a little bit more, which might have something to do with the hooks coming out, but what can you do? Quit forgetting stuff. I guess you could do that. This might be another wiper. He's turning sideways, keeps pulling drag, but he just kerplunked it like he's supposed to. Nope, not a wiper, just a really nice white bass. Oh yeah, that's a dandy of a white bass. That's fat. That's real fat. Too bad they weren't all like that. That's a bruiser of a white bass. He tanked it. Another nice white bass. Not as big as that last one, but that'll be hard to beat on this river, that last one. Big fat bodies, little mouths. People probably say the same thing about me. So I'll just keep fishing until they quit biting. Well, that's fun. Couldn't keep up with him when I first hooked him. Hopefully he stays on. Another wiper. Gosh, they just melt reels. Another nice wiper. Ooh, treble hooks. Oh yeah, I have treble hooks. He just kicked sand into my eyeball. Guess we'll call that even for me sticking a hook in your mouth. Another wiper. That's satisfying, but strange. So I've never got them here before. Once again, bait of choice, Blue Fox, Vibrax spinner, number 3. I'll link it in the description. They get the job done late in the summer, early in the fall, like this. A little water clarity when they're hitting shad, and a lot of fish like to eat them. Anything that eats shad, definitely hit one of these.
So those inline spinners definitely work, but location is the most important part. Sandbar drop-offs late in the summer or gravel bars that lead to deeper water are generally where the fish are going to be at sunrise and sunset. A lot of people tend to just fish jigs and plastics, and those get the job done, but when the water temperature is warm, it's a good idea to bring a double punch. Like, you can bring your jigs and plastics, and I love those, and you'll get the occasional walleye on them too. But for when the water's warm, lots of times those white bass and wipers really want a bait burn just under the surface. So inline spinners are awesome. Wake baits are really fun, and that can often be a great way to target larger fish like your big wipers. But that vibration and flash, for whatever reason, calls those fish in from a long, long ways. Hopefully that helps you catch some fish. Really appreciate you watching. Hope you catch a giant. It's scary.